10 News Pinpoint Weather Report is sponsored by Anderson Plumbing, Heating and Air. Nobody wows clients like we do.
Past few days, I feel like we've all kind of been through it, right? It's been hot and humid. Like I step outside, it feels like my suit's sticking to my body. Surprise, surprise, more of that is coming today. We're not done with the heat quite yet. We're still going to be hot and humid through about Wednesday. Little changes in between now and then, but as far as the next couple days go, still have a chance of thunderstorms, mostly for the mountains and the desert. But then finally, late this week, we're going to be cooler and drier. I'm looking at Thursday as the day we're going to notice some of the biggest changes. But this has been the source of all our problems. This map has stayed consistent for several days. The heat dome that's been parked on top of us, that is trapping hot air. It's increasing our temperatures, and it's also driving up high humidity air from Mexico. It's driving up monsoon moisture that makes us feel really sticky, and then it leads to some showers. And so that system did a lot yesterday. We actually saw some record-breaking temperatures in some spots. We saw Escondido reaching up to 110. We saw Chula Vista getting up to 94. Vista up to 100. El Cajon didn't break any records, but they still got up to 96 degrees yesterday. It was really hot. And then that humidity I mentioned was also the driver for some thunderstorms. We saw most widespread showers in the deserts, but we also saw places like Encinitas that got almost 1/10 of an inch of rain. So we're looking at a lot of the same stuff today. Starting off really, really warm. We're still gray from the marine layer in San Diego, but the whole coastline at around 70 degrees right now. We're going to heat up once again today. It's going to be just about as hot as it was yesterday, with a high of 80 today in San Diego. Inland highs are still going to be in the low 90s. Mountains are going to be around 90 degrees, maybe a couple degrees cooler than what we saw yesterday. And into the deserts, the highs are still going to be around 110. Now today we are expecting more showers, but there's a little less moisture in parts of the atmosphere today, less fuel for those storms to work with. So the showers are expected to be much less widespread. So they'll mostly stick to the mountains. Smaller chance that they'll spill over to inland neighborhoods. But for places that do see rain, I'd watch out for stuff like slick roads, and what might be an even bigger concern would be dry lightning, because that can drive brush fires. And then we're noticing the chance of showers sticking around for tomorrow, but finally going down, especially once we get into the middle parts of the week. So that's what's going to make the big difference in San Diego. Our highs are going to stay pretty close to 80 degrees. Then we're going to cool down to the mid-70s once we get to Saturday. And even though there's not a big temperature difference between, say, Monday and Thursday, it's that lack of humidity that's going to make things feel a lot more comfortable. So we have relief coming to the coastline, but really big relief coming inland. High of 92 today, 93 for tomorrow. And then finally, once we get to the middle of the week, stuff is going to calm down, and then we're going to start to notice things just feeling a little bit more comfortable. Again, not a huge temperature difference between Tuesday and Thursday, but things will feel a little better. And by the way, that chance of showers making it into those inland neighborhoods, that's going to go way down as we watch that monsoon moisture exit for the second half of the week. Now into the mountains, this is the same trend that's playing out, but I'd watch out for tomorrow because there is a substantial chance of showers hitting the mountains. I can't say it enough. Got to watch out for the dry lightning. Got to watch out for the wildfire risk. Just because of the thunderstorm, that does not mean the risk of brush fires is gone, and then they'll eventually dry out by Thursday. And finally, the deserts. Their temperatures are going to cool down. They're still going to see triple digits for the next week, but the big difference is they're finally going to dry out once we get to Thursday. So there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Still more heat, more humidity on the way, at least for the next couple days.